Elda Menencia. Viscint.
We've arrived. This is Viscint, where Dahnans and Renans live as equals.
Equals? Even me?
Well, you're gonna be a new test case because we're not sure.
Yes, I personally guarantee it.
Oh, well, if Kisara personally guarantees it, then we're good to go.
I know it's hard to believe after Nies. We felt the same way when we first arrived.
It may do you some good to observe the city while we're on our way to visit Draan.
Who is Draan? That name doesn't sound familiar.
Who's that?
He looks after everyone who just moved here. He'll help with all the procedures you need to go through.
You might as well check the place out. You can decide whether to live here after that.
Okay.
Draan. Does not sound familiar.
Is it your first time in Viscint, Nazamil?
Yes. I always tried to avoid getting too close to cities.
Then how'd you end up in Nies?
I happened to be nearby when the worlds merged. I didn't know what was happening, so I fled there for shelter.
It do be that way sometimes. So when you need directions, just do this and they'll pop right up. It may be simple for Renan like you, but it ain't so easy for me. I see. Okay, try this. Put your hand on the screen, give a flick to the right, then swipe up.
This city feels gentle somehow.
Well, it has always been a fertile land, but maybe the close relationships between residents play a bigger role.
So they get along well?
More or less.
I wonder
Horse
what we
meat.
can make with this.
Hey, let's not
can't
make something out of the
decide,
horse
I'll
meat
have
we
it raw.
found. You're gonna have the horse meat raw?
Don't eat that.
Well, so many things wrong with what just happened. First of all, you're planning to use horse meat that we found on the side of the road. Second of all, Shion is trying to eat horse meat raw? Is she okay? Shion, you know that, like, the dark spirit isn't in you anymore. It won't keep you alive if something kills you. Oh, you know what? Draan probably was that guy who, like, he was like the guide or the tour guide or whatever when we first got into Viscint. That guy is such an irrelevant character. We had to get his name or his voice for the recording thing too. But he's such an irrelevant character, I always forget him.
You know, Kisara, I've learned a lot traveling with you.
Oh? About what in particular?
Cooking. Getting to finally cook together again after so long has made me realize just how amazing a chef you really are. I need to take the opportunity to watch you at work again while I still have the chance.
Your cooking already has everyone coming back for seconds. I don't think there's anything left to teach you.
Oh, but there is. Not only do you season things perfectly every time, but your movements are so quick and precise. Compared to you, I'm just a novice. I hope you don't mind if I swipe a few of your techniques.
You've really gotten into cooking, huh, Shion?
Though, as usual, she still buys a ridiculous amount of ingredients.
There's no such thing as too many ingredients. And can you blame me for wanting to try out every new recipe we find?
I can relate. Trade between realms has flourished within this past year, and with it, the availability of exotic ingredients. It's the same in Viscint. The people there have been experimenting with food that incorporates a wider array of flavors.
You're telling me brand new gourmet cuisine is being invented all over the world? I want to try making and eating all of it.
Eating the food is one thing, but isn't it hard finding and learning a bunch of new recipes like that?
Yeah, you make a good point. In the past, Kisara has always been there to help me, but I'm not so sure it would be as easy on my own.
In that case, I'll put in the effort to learn some new recipes myself. That way I can teach you the next time we meet.
You will?
Of course. I'm not one to back down from a new cooking challenge. And besides, I really do appreciate your faith in me.
Why don't we all just go to Kisara's every once in a while? You teach the rest of us too, right?
Cooking classes with Kisara? I think I'd like to join in on that.
Very well. I'll take on all of you.
Are you gonna teach us? Or are you gonna fight us?
Yes. The answer is yes. Listen, we already had the skit with,
Who's gonna be it next?
Who is gonna be it next?
No astral arts allowed. Hey, I'm no cheater.
Hello, small child. We're playing tag, no grown-ups allowed. Grown-ups are too
Does it
fast.
strike you as odd for Renan and Dahnan children to play together?
I'm not sure. I never played with kids my age, but I could tell that those children don't care who's Renan and who's Dahnan.
A fast travel point, Pog. This guy's still here. Hey soldier, shouldn't you be working? This is the exact same dialogue from the main game. Looks like everyone's training at the bottom of the stairs. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but here in Menancia everything's peaceful, plus the Gold Dust Cats and Elder Menancia Guard merged into the Service Corps. Doesn't make the slightest difference if I'm there or not. We can't have soldiers skipping out on their jobs, but whatever, have a drink. I know I can count on you in an emergency. You can't be on duty all the time, right? Haha, good point. You should have another drink too.
Renan and Dahnan's soldiers fight alongside each other?
You mean the Service Corps? Well, they don't fight so much as protect people.
Regardless of whether they're Renan or Dahnan?
Yes. Anyone who shares our ideal of coexistence is welcome here.
Yo, this guy's looking spiffy.
Our ideal of coexistence. 2, being the citizen's shield. 3, protecting the dream we all share.
Oh, that was cool.
What's this thing?
It's an ominous eyeball? That's horrifying. I'm working diligently to serve the people every day so Captain Kisara doesn't get mad.
You're an instructor, Kisara?
I am. They wanted me for my experience in the previous conflict.
Yikes, I bet she's super strict. Indeed. Apparently her recruits have nicknamed her the Demon.
Ugh, where could Draan be?
The demon what? Welcome, this is a nice inn. That's no good, put your belly into it. Okay. What do we have down here? Draan, hello.
And that's what he said. Can you believe that?
Come on, you've got...
It's true. This really is a masterpiece.
How come you're able to live together?
Huh? Why wouldn't we?
Because Renans and Dahnans are so different.
Well, we do have our differences. I can use astral arts, for example, while he, as a Dahnan, cannot. But my friend here can move much faster than me, and he has a splendid singing voice.
And then the old Renan man uses an astral art to throw him off the edge, and he like falls to his death, and he's like, how dare you have something I don't have? And yeah, that'd be pretty wild, right?
Well, your sculptures are beautiful enough to adorn the palace.
There's more to appreciate in our differences than find fault in.
Plus, differences in our individual abilities mean little in the course of day-to-day life.
I don't understand.
Well, we certainly take a different approach around here. I could see it being confusing if you're not used to it.
It looks to me like you're friends with Lord Dohalim. Maybe you could talk to him as well. Lord Dohalim is the only reason we're able to live like this in the first place. It's all thanks to him.
Is standing within a close vicinity of someone else all it takes to be friends? You appear to be standing near that person, so you must be friends. You should hang out with him.
Really?
That is what they say.
What do you think, Nazimir? Are you starting to see how things work around here?
I can see that Renans and Dahnans get along with each other, even if I still don't understand why.
Could you see yourself living here?
Yeah. I think I'd feel safe here.
Good. Then all that's left is to meet with Draan.
We go meet with Draan. Nazimil is like, thanks for everything. I'm gonna go live here now. And then that's the end of the DLC. Short, sweet, to the point, about 3 hours. All that's left to do is to go grind up to level 85 to beat that Giggins. Hey you, how about this for dinner? They may be small, but they're delicious. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I decided to talk to that NPC. Hi there. All you ever do is work, you don't care about me at all. I do this to protect you and Menancia, don't you see that? You two were having difficulties in the main story too, weren't you? Hey yo, Draan! I totally didn't forget your name again.
Lord Dohalim, and the rest of our heroes. If you'd given me more warning, I'd have prepared a better welcome.
That is not necessary. I no longer rule Menancia, after all.
More importantly, we have a request.
I'd be happy to do anything in my power, of course.
This is Nazimil. We'd like you to arrange for her to be able to live here.
Understood?
Aren't you going to ask if I'm Renan or Dahnan?
They'll ask during the formal procedures. Not that it matters much. There is one thing that matters, however. whether or not you agree with this realm's ideals. Well, what do you say? Can you interact with those different from yourself without prejudice?
I'm not sure yet, but I think it's nice that the Renans and Dahnans here don't fight.
That's good enough for me. There is a screening process, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Recently, many Dahnans and Renans have tried to move here for our realm's abundance, yet they take issue with our principle of coexistence. That's why I'm more than prepared to defend our ideals. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. A room at Autalina Palace will be provided until she has her official residence.
At the palace? Not at the inn?
It's a good way to make use of our many spacious rooms. The palace is now public property, after all. We'll show her the way there.
I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Lagiel was wondering when you'd be coming back.
Lagiel? Understood. I'll go check on her later.
Don't Alphen and the others also live here?
Only Kisara and Rinwell at the moment. Alphen and Shion are always traveling.
Oh, I see.
Nazmiel doesn't like...
Nothing.
Nazmiel doesn't like that Alphen and Shion aren't going to be around. Hey, can I, like, do the arena? They probably added some new arena stuff. I hope they didn't add more solo things. I don't want to do more solo things, but group stuff in the arena, I'd be super down for.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Oh, the ranch. What have you got? What have you got? They do have a lot of solo ones. Shoot me into the sun. I don't mind doing the Alphen ones, but nah, I don't want to have to do 8 to 9 minutes. 9 minutes? Extreme, ultimate, sacred karma. Oh my goodness. Some of these are just named off of their weapons. Like Matriarch Martel, etc. Ugh. I see the recommended levels. I'm definitely going to do a lot of the Golden Fairy statue. I'm definitely going to do a lot of these when I'm over-leveled. Okay, but these could be really fun. Oh, 10 Astral Flowers. Is this just Sword Ranker again? Silver Suit of Armor. Target clear bonus golden. Golden Suit of Armor is what gives you experience faster. So does Silver Suit, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so they put a lot of the relics from the main game behind some of these, which is interesting. This must just be Sword Ranker again, right? Unless it's a different Gigant Zoogle? Okay. Survival battles, these are new. These solo ones I'm not going to do until I'm over-leveled because, I mean, it's no secret that I don't like playing as characters that aren't Alphen, and I also am not a big fan of single-player Tales of in general. I love the Tales of franchise. Like, 9 times out of 10, when they make you do a fight with only one character, I'm like, wow, this is the least fun I've had in the game thus far. And no Tales of game is above that. I think the only time I've enjoyed 1v1s is the basically victory lap fight of Alphen versus Volaron at the end of Arise, and then Jude versus Ivar in Zillia was fine. That one didn't bug me. This is Autalina Palace, open to everyone. It is a place for the people of Menancia to relax. Feel free to come in. This city does not belong to any one person. It belongs to everyone who lives here. That is why we, trusted by the people, protect the peace with our lives. How nice. So yeah, I want to get all this stuff done because there's probably skits associated with them and cool drops and all, but I'm only going to do it when the characters are over-leveled, so it'll hopefully be easy to go through.
Kisara and Dohalim, living together in the palace, huh?
I myself am simply being provided a room.
By who? Kisara?
What did you just say?
Yeah, what did you say? Open up. Going to the noble room, all right. Hello, goodbye. Yo, what's up? So we can't go in the room yet? No, I'm sorry, but we're still getting it ready. We should be finished any moment, though. Department of Welfare Agent. Look at this guy. Fancy title. All right, thank you. And there you have it. Let's keep waiting in the palace.
What is there to do for fun in this palace when you want to kill some time?
I I suppose you could read a book in the library.
Boring.
Or compose a poem, perhaps.
Boring.
That can really make the hours fly by.
How about
Reading books, composing
going to the courtyard?
poems.
It'll be easier that way if someone comes calling.
Don't you guys have like a PlayStation or a Nintendo GameCube that we could play Mario Kart on? Like, come on.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
Dire need? Say, when are they gonna build our house? Our home will take some time to build, my boy. We have little choice but to remain here until the work is done.
Well...
Hey, question. How come it'll take so much time? That's a special structure, not just a run-of-the-mill house. I can read. That's why we moved here from Pelegion. Well, we were also drawn here by Menancia's ideal of coexistence, of course.
Oh, yeah?
Unique construction, you say? How so? It is an institution for instructing the youth. I intend to live and work there as a teacher. I wanted to build a place where Renan and Dahnan children alike can receive an education. Oh, what a good dude!
Great!
What a wonderful idea, and you came all the way to Viscint to do that? Indeed, a Renan woman already teaches children in the library in this city, after all. With her help and insight, I believe I can establish a schoolhouse of some merit. Oh, I bet it's the woman we gave all the books to, whatever her name was. Are there really that many kids out there who even want to study? One's right here, and plenty of other kids in town said they want to learn too.
Law?
Sounds like a great opportunity. Why don't you join them, Law?
Whoa!
Nah, I'm good, thanks. Haha, we will do more than just book learning. I intend to offer exercises to strengthen the body. You seem quite hale and hearty. I'm sure you would receive good marks in such a curriculum. You think so? If it's just workouts we're talking about, I guess I could give it a shot. Unfortunately, the road to my goal is a long one. A building accommodating many children requires materials exceeding the current supply. More people are looking to immigrate to Viscint, but we don't even have enough materials for normal homes. Indeed, and we're especially low on Zoogle parts. These are invaluable for teaching the risks and weaknesses of Zoogles, yet I cannot get them. I gotcha.
Yes!
In that case, we can gather the Zoogle parts for you. Having a place where children can learn is important. We should hurry. Truly, you would do that for me? Sure, you need them for the kids, right? Leave it to us. You have my sincerest thanks. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
How about it?
Hold up. We've already got plenty of those parts. Why not just give them to him? Oh yeah, there you go.
How's this?
Here, you can just take these. Oh, it's such my favorite kind of quest, the one that you've already accomplished. Oh, thank you. This is enough for the construction, and with teaching materials to spare.
You did it!
Yay, ain't that great, Teach? Wait, Teach? You two aren't related? Yeah, I honestly thought that was your kid. We are not. The truth is, this child is Dahnan. I took him under my wing after he lost his parents. Oh, interesting.
I guess...
A Renan raising a Dahnan? Yeah, that's how adoption works. I may have reacted the same once. I was raised in Lenegis and looked down on the Dahnan people. But I met this child in Pelegion and started teaching him as a way to pass the time. And as I did, my way of thinking changed. In him, I witnessed yeah, okay, I get it. You're smart. Perspicacity I'd never seen before, even among Renan children. I said I wanted to come here with him. I can't read. I said I wanted to come here with Teach because I wanted to learn more from him. I realize there are no inferior humans. There are children who are eager to learn, regardless of whether they're Renan or Dahnan. And that's when you decided to make a place where anyone could get an education. Precisely. Pelegion is still full of prejudice, but an air of greater equality pervades in Viscint. That said, were I to succeed here, I would like to build similar schools in other cities, such as Pelegion.
Right.
That's wonderful of you. If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. I could teach techniques from Zoogle defense to basic housekeeping, even how to fish. Kisara can teach them how to be the ultimate mom. What fortuitous offerings! I would be ever so grateful to accept. Kisara's a natural-born teacher. She has a real knack for it. Don't be too harsh on the little tykes, though. You know what they call you in the service corps. They call me something? Oh, no. Well, not to your face, sure. The drill instructor from HFIL, I believe it was. No, it was Devil something.
Law?
Law, I'm nice to students who show a modicum of respect. As for delinquents... Hey, hold on, don't shoot the messenger. Poor Law, he just never knows when to shut up.